Good evening, high school football fans. Welcome to the Frenzy. Frank Solkowski, Amy Zimmer, the Friday Night Lights, shining bright once again, and some huge early season matchups on the last Friday in August.
The big story this week, nearly a dozen games either postponed or canceled due to COVID-19 concerns. One cancellation coming just hours before kickoff. That's
right. Jenkins and Beach were set to meet at Garden City Stadium. However, that one was put on hold due to both teams dealing with COVID concerns, but there were plenty of other big games on the schedule,
including the Rideout Catholic School Classic, Benedictine opening their season at Memorial Stadium against South Florida powerhouse Christopher Columbus out of Miami. After an impressive 2020 campaign, going 9-3 and advancing to the state semis, the Cadets fired up to be back, and it didn't take long to fire the cannon. Explorers' opening drive, quarterback Fernando Mendoza scrambles, finds running back Denham Edwards, pushes his way into the end zone, 7-0 Christopher Columbus. Benedictine's first drive now, Cadets quarterback Holden Gurner connects with Zaquan Bryan, gets a big first down. A few plays later, the duo back at it again. The Auburn commit with the rocket. Ryan climbs the ladder for the touchdown. This game knotted up at 7 early. Staying in the first, Mendoza working quickly down the field. This time, the Yale commit connects with running back Denham DeRosiers. Cadet safety Ben Hollerback with a big stop. Cadets put this test. It's going to be a big test for this one. It would be 28-7 Explorers at the half. Benedictine would get going in the second. However, it was Christopher Columbus coming out on top, 42-27 the final.
At a Georgia-South Carolina clash in Springfield, Effingham County hosting Beaufort. The Eagles from the Low Country knocking off Richmond Hill last week. Rebels, well, this is a season opener and debut for new head coach John Ford. The Effingham defense looking to set the tone. Home team going to come up with the big sack, forcing an early Beaufort punt. The Rebel offense moving the ball now. Matthew Ford going to hit Jarrell Coney out there in the flats. Got the nice pickup for the home team. Going to lead to the first points of the game. Wyatt Lean going to boot the field goal to give Effingham the 3-0 lead. The Rebel offense not as lucky next time on the field. Jamar Knight with the tackle for loss for Beaufort. Both defense settling in. Now you got a host of Rebels combining for a sack. However, on the last play of the first half, Beaufort able to tie things up. Joe Caparola going to nail the 47-yard field goal, getting the Eagles on the scoreboard. Second half, all Beaufort. They soar to the 24-3 win over Effingham. Meanwhile, in Brooklyn, Southeast Bulloch opening up the season against Brantley County. Home team going to grab the lead late in the first quarter. Trayden McBride getting the call. He goes 18 yards for the touchdown. It was 7-0 Jackets. The SEB offense on the move again. A couple minutes later, they're airing one out for big 22 member Tyler Griffin, who's going to make the catch, and then he tiptoes the sideline for the big pickup. A couple plays later, Jackets buzzing back into the end zone. McBride once again getting the call. This time he's going to go 19 yards for the touchdown. It was 14-0 Southeast Bulloch, but home team wasn't done. They're going to go up 21-0 late in the first half on the 31-yard touchdown run by A.J. Johnson. Southeast Bulloch with the shutout win, 28-0. New head coach Jared Zito with his first victory there in Brooklyn. Well, it's time now to check in with our Rick Snow, who was on Whitmarsh Island Friday night.
New Hampshire looking to improve to 2-0 on the young season, battling Johnson High at Island Stadium. Hey, Rick.
A week ago, the Johnson Adams Smashers opened with a road loss. Meanwhile, at home, the New Hempstead Phoenix were rising against Windsor Forest, and now they're looking to make it 2 in a row. It was senior night for the Smashers at Island Stadium as they honored their senior athletes, cheerleaders, and band members. On the game's opening drive, Phoenix quarterback Paulie Seeley finds Tyler Cooper open in the flat, and that picks up a quick 16 yards and a first down. Later in the drive, Seeley flips a pass to Zion Griffin for the touchdown to make it 6-0 less than 4 minutes into the game. The try for the extra point turns into a direct snap to slot back Jamal Coase Jr. for the 2-point conversion and an 8-0 lead. Back comes Johnson. Keon Edwards looking downfield and finds John Pendergraft wide open in the end zone to cut the lead to 8-6 after failing on the extra point. New Hampstead wastes no time coming back. Seeley picks up the low snap and finds Coast wide open on the sideline, and he uses the stutter step to get around the defender and goes 37 yards for the touchdown to make it 14-6. Lining up the same way for an extra point, and Johnson doesn't adjust to it. And it's another 2-point conversion for Coast to make it 16-6. The Phoenix roll on to a 50-6 triumph. Rick Snow, WJCL 22 News.
Swinging over to Daffin Park, the Savannah High Blue Jackets hosting the Georgia School of Innovations and Classics. First quarter, nothing like showing up right after a touchdown. Blue Jackets quarterback Khalil Pillay adds on the finishing touches. 2-point conversion good, 15-0 Savannah High. Blue Jackets not letting anyone get by. Malik Grant with the big takedown. Staying in the first, Pillay with a handoff to running back Donald Hardy. Breaks away from 1, 2, 3. How about 4 defenders? Hardy making it look easy all the way to the house. 21-0 Savannah High. Yeah, it was all Blue Jackets in this one. 48-0 the final.
Thursday night, Windsor Forest looking to knock off the Island Sharks out at Memorial Stadium. Let's get to this one. Of course, you had Islands in the early going, looking to get something going on 4th down and long. Amari Bedgood going to buy some time, and he hits his receiver for the first down. Tavari Bruton with the first down. Seconds later, same combo again. This time it's going to go for the touchdown. Bruton's going to break a tackle or two, take it in. Point after fails. It was 6-0 Islands. The Windsor Forest offense not faring as well. They're throwing deep, and big 22 member Langston Lewis there for the interception. Lewis then with a nice return, which is going to lead to some more points for the Sharks. First play of the second quarter, Cooper Bachman. He's going to boot the field goal to give Islands the 9-0 lead. The Islands defense, well, they're going to continue to pressure the Knights. Sharon McGirt with the sack for the Sharks. Then it's Langston Lewis again. Knights looking deep, and no need to be looking in Lewis's direction. Interception number 2 in the first half for him. However, Windsor Forest would hit for a big play a little later. Chris Glover injured as he rolls out, still able to get the pass off, and Trevon Savage going to make the catch, and he proceeds to take it the distance to get the Knights on the scoreboard. Windsor Forest, they score 20 unanswered, and they knock off Islands 20-9, the final. Still plenty of highlights to get to here on The Frenzy.
Dave Williams was up in Jessup for a border war, plus on Wilmington Island. Bethesda and St. Andrews were hooking up.
Highlights from these games and many more when The Frenzy continues. Stick around. welcome back to the frenzy. Last weekend, the Wayne County Yellow Jackets opened the season with a loss to Statesboro High at the Irk Russell Classic at Paulson Stadium in Statesboro.
Friday night, the Jackets playing their home opener in Jessup. It was a border war as Pierce County paid a visit. Our Dave Williams has the highlights.
Here at JC Stadium in Jessup, it's a matchup between two teams to always have high expectations, Pierce County and Wayne County. However, both teams are seeking their first win of the season after losing their season opening games last week. And the tone for this one was set at the very start with a wild sequence on the opening kickoff. Dayton Baker fields the short kick and returns it down to the Wayne County 35-yard line. The drive would eventually stall, leading to a field goal by Jonah Allen and a 3-0 Pierce County lead. Then on the ensuing Wayne County drive, they lose the ball and the Bears wind up with the pigskin and they return it deep inside Yellow Jacket territory and we're in business. That would lead to the short TD run and a 10-0 Pierce County lead. And the Bears would keep pouring it on. Second quarter now, the first pass of the game sees Dayton Baker finding Knox Bennett, who catches it, then drops it, but it bounces right back to him, and he keeps going to the end zone. The two-point conversion failed. It was 16-0 Pierce County, and they go on to add 9 more points to shut out the Yellow Jackets, 25-0. In Jessup, Dave Williams, WJCL 22 News.
All right, thanks, Dave. Let's get out to Mentor, where everything's better. Tigers looking to improve to 2-0 on the season. They were hosting South Effingham. Got Caden DeGennaro dropping back, but he's going to be picked off by Ethan Oglesby of Mentor. That's going to lead to Mentor points. Josh Kelly getting the call. He's going to punch it in for the touchdown. Home team grabbing the lead in this one. Next South Effingham possession. Got Corbin McGuire getting the call, and McGuire, he's got a nice big gain for the visitors from Guyton. That's going to lead to some points for South Effingham. Mustangs, they're going to get on the board. Short touchdown run coming by Jakeem Leaks. And the Mustangs answering there, but Mentor would come back with a big run of their very own. Ethan Oglesby going to get the ball, and, well, he's going to break free and go the distance for the touchdown. Then right before the half, even more from that Mentor offense. Trey Hall, he's keeping, rolls out, can't find anybody, tucks, runs, scores. How about this, folks? Mentor's for real. 62-31 winners over South Effingham. To Ludowici, Long County hosting Bacon County. Blue Tide with a 22-9 lead at the break, and their defense taking over in the second half. Dwayne Rowe going to intercept the pass, and then watch him work some magic. Several times it looks like he's going to go down, break a few tackles. Instead, he's going to keep going. Eventually going to go 70 yards for the touchdown, the pick six. 2-point conversion made it 30-9 Blue Tide. Then later in the third, more good defense. Bacon County's quarterback, Riker Quarterman, running for his life. He's going to pass. It's going to be tipped right into the hands of E.J. Portella. He's headed to the happy hunting ground. 2-point conversion, good again. 38-9 Long County. The Tide, well, it's high on a Friday night. Long County rolls. 44-29, the final.
In the Lions' Den, St. Andrews hosting Bethesda on Wilmington Island. Late in the first half, Ethan Bland for the Blazers finds running room, picks up 20 yards. However, they would run out of time, and it was 14-14 at the half. Third quarter, freshman quarterback Zayden Edwards rolls out, finds running room down the near sideline, and picks up 22 yards and a first down for the Lions. Same drive, Edwards rolls out the other way, picks up 12 yards and a first down at the 5-yard line as St. Andrews looks to take the lead. Edwards caps off the drive as he rolls out again, takes it into the end zone as the Lions take the lead 21-14 in the third quarter. St. Andrews gets the win in this one, 27-20 the final. Hilton Head Christian at Dorchester Academy. Eagles score quickly. Quarterback Jace Blackshear keeps the ball. Short yardage touchdown run here, so that's 7-0. Raiders quarterback Hayden Hartzog with the run this time. However, watch out for the Eagles. Their defense knocks the ball free. And Morgan Benenbaugh recovers with a long fumble recovery. Check this out. He's taking it all the way to the house, 14-0. Eagles quarterback Jace Blackshear with the short pass to running back Jackson Lanier. He gets the big run for the touchdown, and after a blocked extra point, it's 20-0 Eagles early in the second quarter. Yeah, it was all Hilton Head Christian in this one, 52-21 the final.
So there you go, another busy Friday night on the high school gridiron. And again, we did have a lot of games that were either postponed or canceled. That's going to be an issue moving forward, especially early in the season.
Tonight, 11 matchups were canceled or postponed. And even today, leading up until kickoff, we had a couple of cancellations. So it will be definitely an interesting season, but hopefully we'll get to see some programs have a long run.
Very good. Health and safety is the top priority, folks. That's going to do it for us for tonight. Of course, we'll be back here next week with even more high school football action. Have a good one, everyone.